Radical.
Angry Joe is a complete YouTube sellout. Will be the title of this particular commentary that was previously recorded. Previously recorded about 15 minutes ago. I just didn't have a title for it when I recorded it. Now, in this commentary that you're about to hear, I go into several details pointing to, again, why Angry Joe is a complete YouTube sellout. Not a half sellout, not a three-quarters sellout, but a complete YouTube sellout. Enjoy. Several times, I actually tried to record myself being fake angry about this particular upload of Angry Joe, and I kept smiling and laughing because I couldn't contain and hold my anger. So in an instance, I kind of feel like Angry Joe nowadays, where he can't hold or contain his anger anymore. Angry Joe is not angry. I've said this for years. I was one of the first people on YouTube to actually claim that Angry Joe is being fake angry. Years ago, people kept calling me out saying, "You're wrong about it. This guy is legitimately angry. You're just jelly," all this kind of shit, right? But hopefully, now the entire internet and the entire world that knows who Angry Joe is understands that this fucker is not angry about anything. Outside of maybe, dropping a piano on his foot, physical pain or something like that. I don't know if there's anything on earth that could actually make this guy angry anymore. Which is kind of weird for a guy that has based his entire shtick, everything about him, in being angry. He can't contain it. He can't contain it anymore. Let me explain the road that led me here. So I was doing some searches online for Madden. I got an upload talking about Madden in a little bit. It's not a rant about the new Madden game. It's going to be a little bit different. It's more on the sales aspect of Madden. But in my uploads about Madden, any of my uploads, I'm honest. I'm honest. Meaning, I don't insult the intelligence of my subscribers and the internet by being fake angry about things. If there's something that makes me angry, in the past it's been, let's say, the Netflix Cuties movie. That made me quite angry. Various things Logan Paul has done. DeForest, in instance. The daddy of 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't even say it, right? I had an upload talking about that YouTube has removed since then, because that made me legitimately angry. There are things in the world that when I see, they make me angry, as they would a lot of people. But a video game? A Madden video game? That's never made me incredibly angry. It never has. But Angry Joe is not angry. I just put that out there right now. So if you want to stop listening to this and click off and go to something else, that's fine. If you are a fan of Angry Joe that does not believe that, there's no amount of... I think... with the intelligence level of a lot of fans of Angry Joe, there's no amount of me explaining to you in great detail that's going to veer you away from that. So might as well go ahead and go somewhere else, because this upload is not for you. I speak the truth here, and obviously the truth is not for many of you Angry Joe fans. For shits and giggles, I clicked on this upload for shits and giggles because it's been almost years since I checked out a review or anything from Angry Joe. I was waiting for the fact that he had maybe now a discretion for people, basically explaining to people what he does is form of possibly satire, or his version of satire, and he's playing the character of somebody that is angry about a game. I thought he would at least come clean and be honest now, and there would be, one of those that comes before the upload. In many of mine where I'm talking about certain topics, I have a discretionary, like, viewer discretion is advised. he should advise people that he's no longer angry and he's playing a character. Why is that? Well, there are several things during the first minute of this upload that kind of is a dead giveaway that this guy is actually not angry about this Madden game is specific. One being, within the first couple seconds, you get the face of Angry Joe. The face, you don't need to be one of those people that break down facial structures and if someone's lying or not. You don't need to be one of those people to know that this guy has the biggest shit-eating grin. Looks like he just ate a Mr. Hanky from South Park. He has the biggest shit-eating grin. He's happy, and it's good to be happy in life. He's very incredibly happy about everything around this Madden 25. Everything about this game being, I guess, I've looked at the ratings, crappy. I've seen a lot of 1 stars on the official review of it on the PlayStation page. He is so happy because he's just counting the money. He knows this is going to get so many views and so many hits. He's going to get so many new subscribers from his Madden rant. So he cannot contain his happiness, right? I haven't seen the rest of the upload. I haven't seen the rest of it, but I'm damn sure willing to guarantee you at no point is he, during his fake anger segments of it, is he going to stop and say, listen, I'm not actually angry. I'm guaranteeing you that. But the first minute of this, he has that shit-eating grin. And then he talks about how he's so angry, he needs some energy to get through this. So, hey, guess what you guys need? You need some G Fuel. What the fuck, man? So he had to work in that sponsorship, right? And then he talks about, he switches gears like, well, if you really want to support the show, as if the show needs any more fucking support. It does not. You don't need to buy G Fuel just to support Angry Joe. It should be, hey, get G Fuel if you want some energy. Right, but he has to add that whole, I'm just a little humble YouTuber and, I'm such a small YouTuber and I still need support. The fucker doesn't need support. He's one of the bigger gaming channels. He doesn't need any support. He does not. So if you're thinking, well, I don't know if I want to buy G Fuel, but I'll buy it to support old Angry Joe, then don't. Okay? He doesn't need your support at all, right? I don't have an issue with merch specifically. There's been several people through the years that have came to me and said like, hey man, I would buy a Radical Rick t-shirt. I think it'd be kind of cool. I like the logo. I think you could do something really cool with it. I would totally wear it and tell people about the Radical Rick channel. More years prior than now. But even when I first started, there were people that said, hey man, I love the channel. Is there a way I can support you by buying some merch? Then that made me stop and think, well, if you're buying a shirt from me, I want it to be something that you buy not to support me. I want you to buy because you think, well, it's a really badass design and I would like to buy a shirt, And I'm not at that level to where I could create a shirt, I think, that would be something that would look cool enough where people could wear. So I have no plans to make any kind of merch. But this guy has Angry Joe's shirt for himself that has, not gonna lie, it's not a bad looking t-shirt. It's got a skull and it has some band-aids on the other side. But then he says he has an announcement. I'm thinking, an announcement? That's a big deal, an announcement? And all the announcement is, even before this Madden upload starts, is that Other Joe has a shirt. And it's literally just Other Joe, and it says to be fair. I guess that's his catchphrase or some shit. So let's put this in perspective here. Not even Angry Joe, but the Other Joe on there. Other Joe has a shirt that they're trying to sell of him just saying something. We've reached a level of craziness right now because it's not an actual celebrity coming out with a catchphrase or somebody that's actually, in the movies or the TV shows that's releasing it. A real celebrity, but we have these fake YouTube celebrities that feel like they're really excited because they're releasing a shirt. Now, to that, some people might say like, well, Rick, you're just jealous because you don't have a shirt and you don't have a lot of people excited about buying a shirt from you. I have several catchphrases, I would say. usually based around liking trim, but I wouldn't trot out and show a picture like of so I don't know. It's just stupid to me, right? Explain to me. How much are you paying for it, by the way? I don't know, probably $30. Explain to me the level of virgin you are. If you're paying, like, I'm sure it's got to be at least $30. $30 to get an Other Joe t-shirt, and you're wearing that out and about in public. And people are going to point to it and go like, hey, what celebrity is that? Oh, it's a second-rate YouTuber's sidekick. I know pretty much at this point. If you continue to listen, you are seething in anger. If you're a fan of Angry Joe, you're probably seething in anger. And then I would ask and question, bro, why are you mad? Why are you so mad? Explore your own anger, because there's nothing here I've said that is not actually true. And I'm not said even at all the fact that he is pretending to be angry, which, sorry, I deviated away from that. But yes, shit-eating grin. He's got the G Fuel. He's happy about everything being successful with the sponsorships. And before he even shows off the Other Joe shirt, he's doing the whole, showing his shirt up, making sure that gets in the camera to show his merch off and everything. So this is a little bit of, it's not so much an upload as it is a vehicle to make himself, more money and to further his business, which is the business of being angry. Angry Joe's a businessman. He's in the business of being angry. Last thing I'll talk about is there's no reason whatsoever for any of you to buy something from Angry Joe that he's pushing on you that you don't want to support his channel, because this fucker alone on his hour-some long upload, it's a long upload, this fucker has 25 ad breaks. Let me count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, I might need me a G Fuel to get through this. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What kind of motherfucker puts 25 ad breaks in one of their YouTube uploads? Subjecting many of you to freaking political ads right now. Subjecting you to whatever YouTube is subjecting you to. 25, man. Like me on my channel, I'm a partner, full transparency, but I made sure to unclick the mid-rolls, meaning I just have the one intro at the very beginning. I'm making the very minimum amount I can really make on YouTube. I keep getting these notifications to become an e-beggar basically and to start my channel join and this and that, but no, I take the bare minimum from YouTube because I feel like that's what I deserve for the time put into YouTube, or any of us do, any of us YouTubers. The joy and the pleasure that I get is from, number one, creating, being one of the best commentators, creators on YouTube, continuing to hone my craft, and being so lucky and fortunate to get the regulars that come here. And I don't even care if they subscribe or not. That doesn't matter to me either. I don't care about the subscribers. I don't care about getting your donations and shit. I have just had so much fun legitimately on YouTube throughout the years, just sharing my thoughts with other people. I think it's a fantastic thing. And when I see people like this that are happy, being happy generally is good. So good on Joe that he's happy, but I think that Angry Joe needs to come clean finally that he's playing a character and he actually does not care about this stuff that he's ranting about. You might say, well, he plays the games, he talks about them in detail, because that's his job to. It's his business. If this guy was not making the insane amounts of money that he is making right now doing this and keeping this business afloat, do you think he would continue? He's at the point to where this is a business for him, and he is further enriching other people like Angry Joe through this, and that's mostly all I had to say really here. Okay? Now you can choose to disagree with me. You can choose to refute or try to call into question anything I say here. But if you do that in the comment section, I may make you look foolish for doing that. So you can attempt it, but I would suggest that you don't attempt it. And if I don't make you look foolish, then other people that are regulars here that know the deal on Angry Joe probably will make you look equally or more foolish than me. All right? Thank you all.